Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a foot legend added into the game. We have the new Orsic card. 5'10", high work rates, right-footed, 4-star skill moves with a 4-star weak foot. The most complicated thing about this card is obviously the links. The links is definitely going to be the most complicated thing to work with. So it's one of those types of cards where if you are going to be working with any sort of Croatian links in the future, that would be the main reason to get him, right? Maybe potentially as a super sub as well, maybe, right? Because of the fact that, you know, this card is not that poorly formatted, but like obviously there's different types of super subs you can get that would be better, to be fair, right? But player traits in game, he's got the finesse shot traits, he's got long shot taker, power free kick trait, speed dribbler, in-game attributes. The card, to be fair, is not poorly formatted for how he's formatted in game, right? So if you were to give this card a marksman chemistry style, he actually turns into a pretty usable card, right? He's going to have 92 acceleration, 94 for sprint speed. Base card stats for shooting is actually going to be in a pretty decent area. You know, he has okay passing capabilities. The dribbling is massively improved with the marksman as well. The only things that look lowish on the card is obviously going to be in composure at an 80, right? So sometimes he might be pushed off the ball easily because he's a 5'10" player, lean body type player, right? So usually when you're shorter, your center of gravity is lower. So even if you have lower composure, it's not that big of a deal. I'll give you a very good example of this, right? So Daniel James, right? He's the type of player that, you know, when you give him the, you know, depending on you, whether you give him a marksman or you give him a finisher chemistry style, I think finisher is going to make the most sense because of the agility and balance boost. But regardless, he has 74 for composure, but he's 5'7" at a lean body type. So you don't feel that as much. You obviously feel like the lack of physical, but composure on the ball sometimes is not really like that crazy affected, right? But with Orsic, obviously with him being a bit taller, could affect him from time to time a little bit more. Now, like I said, the card is not completely poorly formatted. If he does end up getting the W, it is a pretty nice card, right? Because improvements in dribbling, shooting, pace, passing, physicality will actually make this card pretty usable, right? Because why? He's a high work rated card, 4-star, lean body type, right? It's a pretty decent card to work with. The only problem is obviously the links. The links is the main problem here, right? Defending, he actually has some defending capabilities, which is definitely a huge plus because let's say, for instance, you wanted to use this card as your attacking oriented center mid, you could totally do that, right? And you know what's funny about him is that if you were to give him an anchor chemistry style or a shadow, you know, you can boost him to have some pretty decent defensive stats. Do I feel like that'd be a massive waste of time? Absolutely, right? But it's just something that you could do if you feel like it, right? Because he has dribbling, shooting, passing. A card like this that has decent defensive capabilities at a high defensive work rate, you can use as a right mid, and he would actually do a pretty decent job, right? So if you're using him in those ways, wouldn't be bad, you know, even as a striker as well. But the thing is that as a striker, the dribbling could be a little bit of a letdown sometimes because of the composure being lower, right? But we'll see. Physical stats, like I said, 90 for stamina on the card, so some very interesting things. So yeah, we're just going to be trying him out in the striker position. We're going to see what the card is like. Hopefully he's a beast. There we go. Oh, his first touch was really good though. That was actually sick. Oh man, couldn't get it off there. When I switch with the weak foot. Oh, that's unfortunate. Definitely created the space there for myself properly, but his AI gets to it there. Nice finish. Good job, Orsic. Well, touch downwards, body feint angle. At least it works against the AI there, huh? So I felt that pressure thing a few times with him already when he's like up against the defenders. You do feel it sometimes. I thought the chip was actually going to work there. Rip. Should have gone for a regular shot. Oh, man. The run was really good, too. That's unlucky. Probably should have gone near post there with the defender being there. Almost, almost. Ooh, is he offside? Ah, he's offside. That was a good finish, though. Ah, at a 45 downwards, couldn't get the angle to shoot upwards. Unlucky. That was a good weighted pass, or well-weighted pass. Just couldn't the play off there. Oh, I red timed it because of the slight touch he took there. That was random. Can they create something from here? Actually wasn't a bad finesse shot there. Oh, if the pass was like more into the actual 18-yard box, that would have been perfect. And Orsic with it. Great opportunity. Oh, almost got him on the croqueta. There we go. Small little touch there. Well done. Oh, oh. Yeah, I kind of figured. I was like, he's a little bit tall. We could actually get to that. There we go. Well done, Orsic. Nice. Weghorst learned from your boy. You know what I'm saying, guys? You know what I'm saying? There we go. Nice. Try to get him on the drag there. Unlucky. Nice. Had to go for a first time strike there. I settled it, definitely would not have worked out well. Well done, boys. Oh man, that's unlucky. Okay, yeah, no animations for that, right. Oh, I weighted it well, but not well enough. That's a small little difference there. Should put less power behind it. I'm always concerned about like AI blocking me after the shot because they could slide and then get up immediately, and I get concerned about that. Nice goal. He's compensated for it. There was also a goal that I ended up scoring right here. I wasn't recording during the time period because sometimes I'm like turning it on and off to edit at the same time. But yeah, we get some passes off here. Obviously, he's just working the small little spaces there. Go for a left-footed strike, score the opportunity to the near post, and he hits the post from the celebration. Oh, red timed. Unlucky.
Possession. Yes, they've played well when going forward, but it's been their ability to regain the ball which has made them so hard to play against here, and it makes them such a good team.
Stewart, an opportunity. And it's still
No, drag back, man. Oh my goodness.
showing good vision. Can they convert? Oh, that's top notch.
You know, to be fair, his shooting has been pretty decent for the most part. Like sometimes I'm not even hitting them properly, and he still hits it pretty accurately.
He takes aim.
Guys going for a dab on a shot. Okay, guys, so final verdict on the new Orsic card. So yeah, these two Showdown cards today, they're decent. You know, they're actually decent. The price range I don't mind whatsoever. 20k for these SBCs is incredibly fair value for what they offer in game. The main thing that I kept mentioning to you guys is that the main problem with Orsic is going to be links, right? Now, obviously, if they get the W and he gets the improvements, he's going to be a pretty well-rounded card. The only thing that's going to be low on the card is going to be composure at an 80. So that's probably going to be something that in the future you'd have to work with a little bit. But to be honest with you, it is an incredibly usable card for the meta of this gameplay. 100%. He actually feels pretty decent to use. It is a card that for me personally, if I'm playing a 4-2-3-1, 4-2-2 setup, 4-4-2, 3-5-2, I would mainly play him in that right-sided position. You can totally play him as a striker. He's actually competent at playing it, but you just have to be mindful of the composure at an 80. It is pretty low, right? But that right attacking mid position, right mid position, those are the main areas that I see the card being used in, right? Because obviously with the high work rates and the way that the attacking AI works for these types of cards in this year's game, he suits that position really well. So definitely 100% a usable card, but it's mainly going to be down to the links that you're going to be working with in the future, because that league is not a great league to work with unless EA do some sort of cards in the future. Let's see what the Croatian players are. Can you build a decent Croatian team? So Suker, I mean, they should do better links for the legends, that's for sure. But yeah, you could do that. Kramaric, Ivan Perisic. I mean, to be fair, you could do something. This card got improved, and it's funny because I have him, I'm pretty sure, and I don't even like realize it. Didn't realize he even got improved. Because the hype for these cards were like very low. But yeah, you have a few Croatian cards you can use. If you're a midfield trio setup, you would actually have to have like 4 Croatian players. Like you would have to use like a 4-3-3 setup with Luka Modric, Brozovic, I mean Kramaric. I don't know if, I mean Kramaric you might be able to work with. Is he a lengthy on a hunter? So that's more for sentimental value for sure. He looks like he'd be okay though. Ivan Perisic. There's a few things you can do, but you gotta put a lot of Croatian guys in there for sure. Yeah. Vlasic, Sosa. You got a few options. To be fair, they actually have given a pretty decent Croatian team this year. Not too bad. Not too bad. But yeah, you do have to work with that type of team to fit him in. But generally speaking, he's not bad. He's actually pretty decent to use in this game. It's just unfortunate with the link situation, unless you actually go with Croatian players. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video today. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.